Hello and welcome to the Winter Gardens for a very special programme. In an exclusive interview, Michael van Gerwen tells me about the last few months, how tough it's been, slipping to world number 3 and not winning a tournament at all this year. That's not happened since 2010. But the Green Machine is determined to get back to being world number 1.
The three-time champion of the world! Bullseye! Oh, to go out! What a way to go out!
Michael, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Away from darts, how tough has the last few months been?
It's a bit more complicated than normal, with the COVID, with the coronavirus. Things are not as it is usual, and I'm a lot of from home again. A few weeks home, a few weeks away. It's a bit more complicated, but you have to deal with the circumstances, and you have to try to aim for. To win tournaments, to balance out your life, because normally my life was quite balanced with I'm away week after week, and you was used to it. But now it's totally different. Then you are home for 2 weeks. Now I'm away for 3 weeks. It's you have to adjust yourself, but that's the way how it is.
I mean, you're a professional sportsman, but look, it's tough. It's tough being away from a young family, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. That's not the most pleasant thing of being a professional, but that's the price you pay if you're good in what you do.
The PDC have done a wonderful job getting these events on, but how tough has it been, those events at Milton Keynes without fans?
Yeah, that's been, for a player like me, it's not really nice, because I love to perform in front of the people, but I think what you just said, Sky Sports with the sponsors and of course the PDC did a phenomenal job to keep the tour going. Of course, what I just said as well, under different circumstances, behind closed door, without fans, in bubbles. It's not the most nice thing, but yeah, you still want to make a living for yourself. You still want to play darts on the highest level that's possible, and then you need to make sacrifices. Everyone did, and that's the way how it is.
But how tough is it mentally?
Mentally, you need to adjust yourself constantly. You're not used to something anymore. Now I need to get used to the crowds again. Beforehand, we just had a little bit of noise on the background, but that was what you had. An empty venue, it's not as nice, of course, than playing in front of all them fans. I'm glad they are back, and I hope we can continue the step forward.
Mighty Michael!
So what's it like then, having proper walkouts now with fans cheering your name, but look, they love your walk-on song as well.
Yeah, of course, but not only that, it's just, they treat me with respect, I treat them with respect. I try to do as good as possible in any game, in every throw. I put a lot of energy in my games, and that's the way how I am, and people always think I'm like a robot, but I'm just, I've got a heart as well, and when you see other people enjoying themselves, cheering your name, that does something with you, and then you want to give them something back, and also the people at home, and yeah, you only can do that with try to perform and win your games.
2 matches now in front of a capacity crowd of a Winter Garden, so you're more comfortable with it now, you're more used to it?
Yeah, I feel good now. Yesterday I think I had a good game, I played well. Of course, you always have to be critical of yourself and analyze your game, think, hey, where could I have done a little bit better? Of course, I missed 6 match darts before I hit a 1-2-1 finish to end off the game, but overall, I can be unhappy. I think I'm starting to get somewhere, even though I've not performed 100% yet. It's also not that I'm playing bad anymore, you know. I mean, last year I had a patch, I was losing games with 92, 93 averages. But yeah, them days are gone, back on track now, and I hope I can do some more damage in this tournament.
Can you put your finger on why you were throwing 92 and 93 averages?
So everything, I think. I like to perform week after week in tournaments. Sorry, but now these days it's on and off. You know, you're home for so many weeks, you're playing for so many weeks, and I want to play week after week. That's normally when the better players come on top, because for instance with the Premier League, they had so many days after each other, and you only have to be good for 1 week. In normal circumstances, you have to be good for 16 or 17 weeks. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of difference, but that's a patch what I just said early on in my interview. You have to deal with the circumstances, and it didn't make it easy for me, but you have to deal with it.
You think you're an adrenaline player? Is that what you think?
100%. I love if they cheering from someone else or for myself. Doesn't matter for me. Of course, it's always better when they're cheering for you, but it doesn't change my game, and because I don't get interrupted when I'm in my zone, when I'm focusing, and when the adrenaline, how do I say the word? When the blood's pumping through my body, I get even more excited. You know what I mean? And
When the adrenaline.
yeah, exactly. That word I was looking for. But I'm trying to do my thing, and of course, not always easy. But nothing else in life is easy, and you always have to work hard. And things are not always going your way, but it's what you're doing with it. And if you keep fighting, keep investing in yourself, in your own ability, in your own game, the best players come on top again.
Because you were world number 1 for 7 years. I mean, you had
Nearly 8, yeah.
8 years, sorry.
Nearly 8 years.
You had a target on your back, didn't you?
Yeah, but I've still got the target. Still got the target on my back, and I'm still favourite to win tournaments with the bookies, and still, if you ask a player who you want to beat, still Michael van Gerwen, but that's the way how it is, unfortunately, and I don't mind. It's still a good sign, to be fair, because still means they look up to you or and want to beat you, because otherwise you're not favourites for tournaments.
And what about the people who say you're not as good as you were? Does that bother you?
No, not really. Of course, I didn't win this year, for instance. I didn't win one tournament yet. I've been lucky a few tournaments, I think. Also, I'm starting to come from far, so I have to work hard for my wins. The confidence starts to get back, but the only medicine to win tournaments is win your games, and that's the only thing what you can do for yourself. And that's not always that easy, but as long as you keep believing in yourself and still love what you do, I still love to play darts. That's the most important thing, I think. And from there on, there's still a long way to go. People always tell me it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
So your aim is to get back to being world number 1. And
yeah, but that's only one thing is with the World Championship. I didn't win in the last 2 years. You have to win 5 big major tournaments to catch up the World Championship, because it's so much prize money when it comes to the world ranking system. It's not really fair in my opinion, but that's how it's been in the last few years, and they try to make the gap closer with putting more prize money in for like tournaments like the World Match Play, the Grand Prix, the Grand Slam of Darts. But even you win all 3 of them, you're not even close towards the points of the World Championship. So that's one is a really big one towards the world ranking. So for me, the most important one to get that top spot back is to win the Worlds at the end of the year. But so many tournaments beforehand where I want to win as well. So I still got a lot of targets and a lot of aiming, and I just want to keep this going. And I'm still in the tournament now, and I think I can do some good damage over here. You have to fight for it. Never give up.
so you won the World Match Play in 2015, you won it again in 2016, defended it, and well, 5 years is too long for a player of your standard, isn't it?
True. In this tournament, actually, I underperformed in the last 2 years over here, but also was 2 patches. I wasn't in my greatest form 2 years ago and last summer, and exactly, unfortunately, in this tournament, and I don't really like it because I love the tournament, I love the format, and you only can blame yourself for that, and you need to look in the mirror and try to to make things better for you the next time. And yeah, don't give up, because that's not an option.
Because you love Blackpool, don't you?
Yeah,
Love the
of course.
atmosphere.
Yeah, of course. The atmosphere, the venue, everything. I've always coming into this tournament for 14 years. I missed out once, I think. So I played in 13 World Match Play. So I got the experience, but you also have to use it now in my own advantage, and I know I'm capable of doing that.
And what would it mean to win it again?
It means a lot, of course, but still a long way to go. But I know I got the power in my body to win this one, and I think I also got the game, the confidence now, and yeah, there's more to come. I'm looking forward to it.
You'll be walking out on Friday night in
Yeah.
the quarterfinals, over 2,000 again. So, what message have you got for the Michael van Gerwen fans?
Yeah, I hope I can give them a phenomenal game again, and keep cheering me on, and yeah, keep watching the darts, because I think without the fans we are nothing.
Michael, thanks ever so much
You're
for
welcome.
your time.
No problem. Thank you.
So the three-time world champion, the twice Betfred World Match Play champion, is determined to get back to the top. I hope you're enjoying the Betfred World Match Play here at the fabulous Winter Gardens.